Alright, hi, I am Arlo Miles, and today I am playing through a level of my Ben 10 fan game. This level is called Blast Through the Past, and predictably, you are playing as the past version of Ben, the classic version. And this is one of the best levels in the game. Took the longest to make by far, so let's get into it. So, for this level, I made a completely new playlist where you play as Classic Ben. You have a whole different HUD, you got all 10 classic aliens, and you can slide around. But okay, so just like in the Protector of Earth game, you only start with Heat Blast and Tetramand. Whoa, what? Why did I say that? And Forearms. Um, So, this level is pretty much just a tribute to Protector Earth because it is like the game that got me into Ben 10 games and made me want to make my own, which is why the game exists. So, we're going to be traveling between or through different locations seen in the Protector Earth game. But it does have more aliens in that game, so guess it's better. No, it's not. But let's play. So, we got this little section over here, very reminiscent of the fights in the game where you have this like side view. I don't think I utilized it that much this level. I probably should have used it more, but yeah, we get to fight some Bilvax drones, just like in the game. But yeah, I will say, Protective Earth, like the combat in that game, leagues better than mine. Like I'm aware of that. Like I love the game's combat. I cannot hold a candle to it in any respect. But okay. Get through this tight little corridor. And I do have arrows here to help guide the player, because this is a bit of a confusing map. Okay. And also, this is a pretty unique level design for me. Like, such an open, but also enclosed space, like, where you're on these canyons. I haven't done something like this before. But okay. We're gonna glide with Heat Blast. The shadow looks weird. Okay. Oh yes, I forgot about something coming up. Okay, so to give this, well, I'll tell you about when we get there. It'll take a second. Do we have a fight here? We do. Got some Vilgax Hunters, it appears. Oh, didn't mean to do that, sorry. And as you'll notice, this guy has yellow eyes. That is because this level has a unique mechanic, which is enemies have randomized traits to them. So the variety is kicked up to like a huge notch. And the variety, like, it isn't that meaningful because it just means, like, oh, this guy has more health, this guy, like, can block attacks. It's not huge, but it's still fun to look at. So, right up here we have another new mechanic. This level has a lot of mechanics because it's actually split into 3 parts because it's that large. So, these, fields block you from using Omnitrix and you have to destroy them. There's the little hint text for you. That's so pretty. This isn't, this weird pillar. So here I made an attempt at having the player use Forearms' pushing ability that he had in Protector of Earth. It didn't really work well, but yeah, like this just looks very janky. But so you push this pillar off the canyon, and then we can use the platform. See, it worked there, it all seems a little bit, like, clunky to me, but whatever. Not a big problem. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have made this feel more organic. Like, I'm just climbing up a spiral staircase, basically. But cool, now we can glide down. And I believe, can he use his, no, okay. Can't use his aiming in this level. Oh, and I think we're about to unlock a new alien. I won't get that myself. They are bad at aiming. Okay. Oh, that's gonna do a lot of damage and drain all of my energy. Yeah. The nice thing though in this level is that you do have the classic energy system, so I will regen. I believe automatically. Okay. Yeah, Ben is so fun this level because of his sliding ability. It's just so fun to slide around. But you'll notice the Omnitrix has started to glow, and that's because we are near a crystal. I believe it is, right here. There it is. And this is Diamond Head, which we then can use to go back up. Yeah. And this is a new mechanic that Diamond Head didn't have in his, other levels in the game. So I really tried to kick it up a notch for this level and give all the alien unique mechanics. This really is kind of like, honestly, it should have probably been like the last level in the game, because it is probably the best one, or at least the most well developed. But okay. So now we got to use, oops, Heat Blast to put, what? Why did I de-transform there? Okay, but now we just have to wait till I retransform. Oh, okay, we can already do it. Sorry. Let's put out that fire. Use the crystal port. I made sure to have a lot of scenarios where we had to use multiple aliens in succession, which I think is pretty fun. Yeah, look, isn't this just so cool? Like, going across a crystal bridge, looking at the canyons. Like, doesn't this feel so Ben 10-y to you? Yeah. I did a good job with this. Okay. More guys, which we can get the crystals at. Alright. With a port. Oh, this part's awesome. So it creates this crystal like a ramp. Oh, I mistransformed there. Cool, I forgot that happened this level. It created this like crystal ramp that we then have to glide off of. So I'm gonna use Heat Blast just because I trust his glide better. I think they're both pretty equal, but uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have trusted his glide. Okay, no, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. And I believe there is another crystal here. Yep, there we go. That is Wild Mutt. And yes, he can sniff stuff out. Nothing to sniff out here. But we push this away, revealing a crystal port. Gotcha. Getting a lot of mileage out of this crystal ability. Gotta wait till I can retransform. There we go. Oh, wait. Pause. Look at that. Ben has, little animations he does. I forgot about that. I'm gonna wait and let you guys see. Have I ever shown that up? I don't think I have. Isn't that fun? He scratches his head. I don't know. I love stuff like that. Okay. That's also in the, Ultimate playlist. The Ben in that playlist will sit down after a while. Which I also do. I think we should normalize just sitting down, like, anywhere. Ooh, almost fell there. Did some fall damage. I forgot there was fall damage. Like, why is it weird to just, like, sit down on, like, the sidewalk somewhere? What if my feet hurt? What about that? But whatever. So why am I able to fight these guys as Ben? That shouldn't be allowed. I feel like I made him too powerful. He's more powerful than, like, teenage Ben. That was a bit too easy. Maybe I should turn on hard difficulty. But okay, this is where we gotta use Wild Mutt. Yeah, I'm gonna share whatever I can, but I don't know how much there is to share about this level. I just really like it. I didn't mean to do that. What's this sniffing ability? This one. Okay. I just have so much fun with this level. So this will guide us through the room. Without it, like, you cannot see much of anything. Except, yeah, this opening. Okay, we are now about to be on to the second part of the level. First we have to, I believe, go onto this platform, then hit that port up there to launch us up. And it takes us here, and this will transition into the second part of the level. Okay, we are now in the jungle. And I gotta say, this location is not as good looking. Like, the canyon was just top tier for me, but it still looks nice. And now we have the Forever Knights, and I did make the classic versions of them. And they're probably my favorite enemies to this level because their variation is so fun, especially the shield guys, because you can actually damage them and drop their shield, and it's just so fun to do that, and they actually fall to the ground, which most enemies in this game don't do. But yeah, I like it. So it's about to get a bit more enclosed as we go through this opening, I believe. I think we use wild. Oh, we mistransformed. Sometimes that's very annoying, but yeah, we use wild mud to destroy these vines. Do we sniff out this section? We do. Just lead us the way. Out. Okay. And how do we get past this? What do we do here? Forearms. Yes. Okay. We push over the weird cube. Got some more knights, and all these guys spawn with huge swords. That is pretty rare. Okay, but yeah, it's so fun to like knock their weapons out of their hands when they die and stuff. Like, absolute joy to just demolish these enemies. Oops, I don't know why I did that. Does this move? Can I stop it? Oh, it's so fun. Look how good I'm doing. Whoa. Don't know why the rock did that. I think the targeting system is a bit too accurate. Or it tries to lock on too hard. But okay, now we have to use gray matter, but we don't have gray matter, which is why I believe he's somewhere up here. I don't have sound on, so I can't hear the beeping of the Omnitrix, but I believe it's doing that. I'll use heat blast. Okay. So on one of these platforms, I believe the crystal will be. You know what we could probably do? We could probably stick it out with gray matter. Or, wild mud, but no. Oh, can we? No, that's just telling us where to go. Oh, I see it. It's over here. Come on, come on. There you are. Alright, so now we can turn into gray matter, yeah. Where do we go? This way. Okay. And I brought back the panels from the Monster Space episode. Level that he was in. Red, purple, purple. Okay. Here we go. Brings up this bridge. And you can also shoot stuff. Like, I'm really utilizing these aliens to their fullest in my game. Okay. That was a long fall. Look at that. Woo! Whoa! The bridge started to close. Okay, we're good. We're good. Nope, it's getting dark. Oh, this was a good puzzle. I remember this puzzle. I think I worked on this level on stream, if you guys want to look at that, by the way. It seems like a lot of the good levels I made on stream. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe I should stream again. But okay, so this leads us to this button, which turns the lights on. No, it doesn't, but it reveals this little hacking panel. Purple, red, purple. Okay. Which does turn the lights on. It opens up the roof. And then we see that there's a crystal port for Diamond Head, and it creates this very weird spirally bridge. So hey, I mean, that was 3 aliens being utilized to get you out of a room. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a very odd looking crystal structure. Okay. Alright, so we are about to unlock the next alien. They're coming quicker now. So we go into this little weird maze thing. And I believe, I don't know why it's not showing up. It's supposed to tell me who we unlocked. Is that Ripjaws? No, Ghost Freak. If you notice, the weird, like, fraying around the HUD is caused by, floating point issues, which are really not something I can fix. The reason I split up the level into 3 parts was to help curb them, but, making your models very small or moving away from the origin of the level causes the positions of things to start getting a little bit more dicey. I don't know the right words, but basically, the further away you get from the origin, the wackier things start to be, and it's caused by the precision in float variables. It's a whole thing. But anyways, okay, we're doing some more fighting. Let's take out the Omnitrix blocker. But so yeah, that is kind of an unavoidable issue with the game that I do regret. I wish Dreams had ways to fix floating point errors. What some games do is they don't actually have the player move, they have the world move around them, which means that you're always at the origins, so the floating points are always as precise as possible. But Dreams does not do that. So it creates a lot of problems. Oh, love this Ghost Trick model. Okay. Does he have any unique abilities? Oh, he can possess people, right? Yeah. And he also has this move, which is kind of just weird. Why isn't it? Oh, that's why I use it. Okay. Yeah, I can possess. That is so fun. And just completely destroy an enemy. It's only single use. Like, it doesn't destroy the whole crowd, but it's just so fun to go inside the body of an enemy. Okay. Any more? No. Okay. But we have all these different gates, and we need to know which one to go through. Sounds like something Wildmug can help us with. Are there jungles that don't make me sweat through my cargo pants? Haha. Funny. Okay. Here. That's it. Okay. This is a very long corridor for no reason. Oh, this room's so pretty. I don't really know what's supposed to be happening here, because why are there upside down trees? But, yes, some of the environmental design of this game is really dumb. But yeah, you have to platform up these. Well, you have to, but I'm not doing it well. Come on. No! Yes! Okay. How do I do this, though? Because he cannot... Okay, he can't jump that high. And do I, like, loop around? There we go! And is that Ripjaws? Oh, accelerate! Right, and in this version, he can create speed mirages. Oh, that is so nice having the sun right there. That's a really cool theft. I don't remember that. Not the right move at all. Nope. Was it left? Nope, that's a vortex. Okay. Come on. Was it down? There it is. Okay, so that creates a version of him that can stand the pressure plate. We can go through. And, alright, let's do this fight with, yeah, use accelerate. Whoa. That knocked a lot of them out. You see, they're all attracted to the Mirage version. They think that's me. They're too dumb. Well, they're getting knocked off. Okay. Yeah, I will say though, Accelerate is just not great for combat. I never really figured out why, but he's just not... He doesn't work well. It's something about like the lock-on for him, the targeting. Are like enemies stuck or somewhere? Is that what's going on? Because the wall's not going away. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Please say that's it. Oh, damn it. There's more. Where are they? Wait, is that one? There's one, like, falling down the side of the wall. Huh, I probably should have fixed that. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Okay, there we go. It looks like they all fell and died. So I'll make sure that doesn't happen anymore. But, okay, so here... What's the crystal port there for? Oh, it creates a bridge. Okay, so we create a bridge. And then we use Accelerate to get through here quickly. Is that the idea? Okay, that works. That's a good little puzzle, or, you know, platforming section. But okay, we're now on to the final part of the level. This part is a more foresty section, which isn't something that's in Protect... No, it is in Protective Earth. Yeah, they have forests. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. And I think this part's very pretty. So, we got some more hunters of various types. And the way I was able to make them get stronger as we go, because the variation increases. If you remember from the beginning of the level, all the hunters didn't look like this. They were a lot more standard. What I did is, as the level goes along, there's a value called, like, I think it's called difficulty or something, that increases, and it increases the odds of these more difficult variants of the enemies spawning. Just as a little cue into how I coded it. Come on. And a lot of these guys are inspired by designs from Protective Earth. Like these right here, are definitely, I forgot the name of the enemy, but they are inspired by a version of the Deluxe Hunters from that game. Okay, there's where the enemies, and then we got a little puzzle here. I remember this one being fun. So we have to activate 3 different platforms. One with Diamond Head. Good. One with 4 arms. With the weird pushing mechanic. Good. Yeah, okay. And then the last one we activate with Accelerate using a Speed Mirage. And then we have to transform, but, okay. We run out of energy. We have to transform into Ghost Freak. Please, please, please. And face through the wall. Okay. Now I got some pretty water. Doesn't look like much like water, but that's okay. Okay, this section's also very interesting. So I'm gonna give this level a lot of props, especially in the puzzle design element. I know from the standards of like real games, the puzzles in this game aren't great, but these ones I do think are pretty fun. Okay, so this section was tough, I remember. So I think the way it works is you have to activate this, shoot it with Diamond Head, which activates its next platform. But for this one to work, I need to shoot this platformer. Wait, okay. What's the order of operations here? Is it accelerate to create a speed mirage, and Diamond Head shoots that, and then we platform up here, up there. Okay, that worked, that worked. And now we have unlocked Ripjaws, finally. There he is, and I think he's the last one to unlock, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! Who's left? Let's see. Okay. Who am I? Did I count wrong? Upgrade! Upgrade. Upgrade. Okay. Is he even in this level? He definitely has to be. Anyways, so we have to crawl under here. Ah, look at that. And let's fight these guys. We can do it with Greymaster, using his like turrets and stuff. Yeah. Okay. We got some water here. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, I really like the level design of this level. It's not that glitchy either. Like, I've only encountered a couple so far. Nothing I've had to cut, really. Okay. So we go under the water into this section, which has a hacking panel. Yellow, yellow, red. Okay. Oh, no, we can keep this red. There we go, and that should make that metal wall from the other area go down. One thing I do really despise about my game is it doesn't communicate things well, just visually as well, like not even just with text, because you don't want to communicate with text, if at all possible, but nowhere to tell you that this wall just went up. Like, if I had like a little split screen pop up and show it popping up, or a little, like, I don't know, anything that says, like, gate went up, like, something even in universe. Like, I should have done something, and overall, that's definitely an area where the game lacks. But anyways, another fight here. Some more hunters. Have we used, who have we not used? Have we fought? We haven't fought with Wildman, have we? I think he's got... Yeah, he has a quill attack now. Isn't that cool? I think he did that in one of the comics. Anyone else read Ben 10 comics? I didn't read them that much, but they're on the list. I think I had one Omniverse comic. Okay. I like me telling the player they're getting close so they don't leave. Now we have to go down this section with rip draws. Okay. Oh, and Stingfly! Stingfly's awesome in this level. Yeah, there's a lot of aliens in this game. And in, this level. Okay. Did I just stick my tongue out for a second? I don't know why I did that. Why don't I have... I completely missed the upgrade crystal. Oh my god, we have to go back down. See, this is why I need to play with sound on. Is it here? No, this has to be the way back up. Oh my god. What? Why am I accelerate? I think I tried... Okay. Right, I remember this glitch. I was supposed to die under the water, but the Omnitrix code doesn't like it when you... Okay, it's fine. I'll fix it later. Why are we outside of the map now? So okay, maybe the level's a little bit glitchy. Do I have to just, like, fall off the face of the earth? Is that my only option? It looks pretty from down here. Alright, we got a cut. Okay, I have fixed the issue and we are going to continue with the level. So now we have to use upgrade on this platform. Or on this control panel to move this. Interesting. How does this work? Do we have to step on? What does this do? Okay, I think I know. Yeah. So we move this. Then we use Diamond Head to create a little spike. And that hits the platform. Okay. Right, yes, this makes sense. Then we switch to rip draws. Go into the water, get out. And then do we create a speed mirage here? Seems like it would work. And together that should open up. Yeah, okay, cool, that worked. Oh, now I got some woods. Okay. Yeah. This doesn't look like the woods. Maybe I should have added fog? I don't know, the lighting is very artificial. This does not look... It's also very plasticky too. I like this level a lot, but this environment doesn't look that real to me. But that's okay. Okay, so we just got a nice little section here, I think. Oh yeah, we're about to unlock another alien. Right? Somewhere around here, is there an alien? Yeah, I can see it. There it is. We just got Stinkfly. Let's check him out. I think I was pretty, like, tired when I was making all these, texts. The hint texts. Tell you what the aliens do and stuff. Because they're very, yeah, to the point. Okay, so I cannot deal with these guys while these blockers are here, so we need to get them away now. Okay. Let's use Stinkfly. Yeah, I love this move. Do some headbutting. Okay, is that them all? Oh, nope, we got some more. Oh, we can shoot too, right? Yeah, let's do that. That's them all. Let's keep it up. What is up with the lighting? Okay. It's so bright up ahead. Isn't it nice just to, like, admire the pretty sky sometimes? Look at that. Okay, it's water. Oh! Oh! This is the final fight. Okay, well, before we do, I am going to mention, yeah, there's the rust bucket over there. I did cut something. I forgot I cut it. So originally in this level, there were, not just Omnitrix blockers, but, Omnitrix, like, freezes. There were these, like, fields, these pink fields, that when you went in them, you could not switch aliens, which I thought would create some unique opportunities for puzzles, but I couldn't make anything work. And if I made this into like a full game with a bunch of different levels, maybe I would have used it. But yeah, just a little bit of cut content for you. But here we go. This is the Kevin 11 fight, which I do remember being really glitchy, so let's hope it works. I talked about this in my last video on the Dagon boss fight. Boss fights like this are really tough to do because working within the mechanics of the game often isn't great. Okay. So this is talking about some of the lore of the game. Okay, this dialogue isn't, whoa! Okay, we're doing stuff. Isn't great. So, whoa, we gotta go under the water. I thought he's not supposed to be able to hit me underwater. Okay. Well, whatever, that's okay. So now we have to hit him while he's vulnerable. This isn't gonna go well. That's okay. Now we're switched. Okay, we're Stinkfly, and we have to avoid, his crystal blasts. Cool. I will give this boss fight props for using every alien. That's pretty cool. You're gonna see that. So we've used Stinkfly and Ripjaw so far. Do we have to shoot him? Is that the idea? Yes. Okay, gotcha. Now we're forearms, and we just have. Oh, sorry. Now we just have to like full on like just punch him a bunch, just knock him out. Okay. Now we're Wild Mutt, and he's invisible. Oh yeah, he's using Ghost Freak. So we have to sniff him out. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. And use this as an opportunity to attack him. That's fun. I like that. Okay. Oh, come on. I did damage to you. Good. Now we're Diamond Head, and we have to create walls to block him. Fun. Okay, hey, this is working so far. Alright. Cool, okay, now we're upgrade. I assume we just have to laser him. He's in the sky, yeah? Okay. These sections are a little bit too short, I think. He's using a Sonic Blast. Do we just have to avoid it, or what? Avoid an attack? What else could there be? Actually, not stopping. Yeah, I'll just attack him, I guess. Don't know what's happening here. Alright, now we're Ghost Freak, and he's, shooting fire tornadoes at us. Do we have to, like, be invisible, or what? Can we phase through the tornadoes? I can't tell if that worked. I think it is. But okay, once again, we just punch him. Oh! I want to mention, I should really look at the name before I say, because I know I'm going to mess it up. So let me just search it on Discord real quick. Okay. So this model was made, the Kevin 11 model was made by Mr. _ FUUU. They make some really great models on Dreams. So yeah, this is a big request of mine because no one had made a Kevin model yet, and I needed him for this level, so I kind of begged them for it, if I remember correctly. Oh, we have died, but that's okay because we took Kevin out. I don't know why he's like glitching a little bit, but hey, that worked. I don't know what's happening here. I think he's not really sure what to do because he's on the edge of the cliff or the ground. Is he gonna fall? Oh, okay. Well, besides that, the fight worked, and I think it was pretty good. Not as many issues as I expected to find. It was pretty quick. The sections could have been a bit longer, but just mistransformed there. It worked. The level pretty much went scot-free. You know, not too many glitches, especially with it being split into 3 levels. If there are glitches, they aren't hopefully too big losses of time. But here we're at the Rust Bucket, and that is the end of the level. 40-minute level, pretty good. I'm happy with that one. Yeah, a couple things to fix, but overall, great. I think it does have the same issues like I talked about that almost all levels in this game do, which is with communication. Like actually communicating what's going on to the player is not great, like in the puzzles and everything. But as far as my game goes, I was happy with that one. And let's see, in the next video, let's play The Little Xenocyte That Could. So I'm going to play that one next, and stick around for that. See you guys.